This is my playthrough of Dante and Vergil's storyline and Punishing Grey Raven.
Ooh. Oh, look how good he looks! Ah! Alright, at the moment he finally understood the torment of being mediocre. Recording switch here, maybe. Oh, it's already on. The man in the frame walks to the office chair, lowers himself into it. He tugs at his lab coat, tightening it around his gaunt frame like a shroud. I'm Thomas Hill. From now on, I'll... Realizing his voice is tight with excitement, he licks his lips, hesitates briefly, then grabs a glass of water from a desk and downs it in one gulp. From now on, I'll be recording my experiment logs on video. So... Experiment log entry A001. Man leans toward the camera, his face slightly warped by the wide-angle lens. His eyes burn with an unnatural intensity, their gleam cutting through a pixelated haze of screen bright, almost feverish. Thomas Hill, researcher. I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. This is such a crucial opportunity. I must succeed. Man rises from this chair and slowly approaches a cylindrical chamber nearby. Perched atop a pedestal within the chamber rests a shard resembling nothing more than an ordinary stone one might find along any roadside. But Thomas knows the infinite possibilities harbored within this shard, all because it comes from the hetero tower. I will reverse everything. His voice is firm, devout as a prayer. Recording begins. Experiment log entry. He gives a slow spin in his office chair, letting his body settle naturally against the backrest. Guess I should make future logs more formal. My mentor always stressed the importance of rigor. Back to the topic. Experiment log entry A0014. Researcher Thomas Hill. The 14th experiment has concluded. Still no progress as expected. This is just the brief darkness before dawn. The situation will improve soon. Experiment log entry B5042. Researcher Thomas Hill. No progress in experiment. He runs a hand over the rough stubble, shadowing his chin, his voice low and gray. No time to waste. I still have much to do. Experiment log entry ZC0251. Researcher Thomas Hill. The man sits in silence for a long while. The quiet grows heavy, thickening the air until it feels as though he might drown in it. Another failed experiment. I was prepared for this, but... He throws himself back into the stagnant waters of silence. Thomas picks up the stack of experimental data from the table beside him, scanning numbers once more, though he's already checked them countless times. Gibbs variables, power output, conversion results, design function. I don't understand. Why can't I get the expected outcome in practice when using the value obtained by reversing the formula? Is the formula wrong? No, the formula is correct. But, no, this is wrong, completely wrong. He throws the papers violently to the ground, fingers racking through his unkept hair in desperation. The hetero tower defies everything we thought was possible. I was a fool to trust those old theories. Those so-called wise predecessors were nothing but a bunch of mediocreites. Dominic has nothing special after all. I'm going to derive a new formula. Time will be mine to command. After reaching this conclusion, Thomas silently rises and turns off the camera. Experiment log entry C1564. The researcher, Thomas Hill. Failed again. The camera flickers on for a moment, then off again. Experiment log entry C1677. Failed. Experiment log entry C1754. Failed. Experiment log entry C2065. Failed. Experiment log entry C2480. Failed. Failed. Failed, failed. Failed, failed, failed. Failed, 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 failed. Experiment log entry E0032. Researcher. Ha, who else but a lunatic like me would do these experiments? He lets out a self-deprecating chuckle. I have an idea. It's risky, but I want to give it a try. If my mentor knew what I was thinking, she'd be furious. But in the end, someone mediocre like me can only resort to this kind of method. His words gradually fade away, yet his bloodshot eyes glimmer with the ghost of a smile. His thoughts drift back to long ago when he wore not the white coat of an experienced researcher, but the humble garb of a still green student. During a tranquil afternoon in the academic building, Thomas clutches his paper and eases open an office door with cautious hands. He isn't sure if the occupant is resting or even wants to be disturbed, so he holds his breath and steps inside on light feet. There behind the broad expanse of her desk sits his mentor, Miss Valentina. She seems in a trance, her gaze lost in the depths of a photograph. Thomas's gaze unconsciously follows his mentor's, landing on that group photo of 4 people. He recognizes only 2, his mentor herself and Miss Schwartz. Of the remaining 2, one is a kind-faced middle-aged man and the other a young person from Kuala Lumpur. Something about the scene holds Thomas transfixed. An indescribable tension hangs between them like the invisible wall, making him hesitate to interrupt Valentina and pull her back to reality. But Valentina notices anyway. Curious? Sorry. Thomas doesn't respond right away, taking a moment to realize Valentina is talking about the people in the photo. What are those people? They're the people who changed this world. Compared to them, most people in this world are just mediocre, myself included. You're being too modest, Miss Valentina. Director of the Science Council could never be considered mediocre. Valentina chuckles at his words and waves her hand at the young man, her voice tinged with melancholy. How am I not mediocre? Thomas shakes his head as if trying to dislodge the memories. His gaze falls to the papers strewn across the floor and he squeezes his eyes shut in anguish. You're right, Miss Valentina. How am I not mediocre? Only now does he understand what his mentor meant by mediocre and torment of being mediocre. Crimson alarms shriek throughout the lab, wrenching Thomas awake from unconsciousness, who finds his body sprawled on the floor. As he fights to piece together the last moments, a knife-sharp headache splits his skull, scattering his thoughts. In his days, he only recalls a few blurry fragments. Face splittering like glass, a deafening explosion, and laughter cold, mocking, cruel. Humans. Oh shit. Ah, Dante! What's happening? Wind screams past his ears as a man suddenly understands he's falling from the sky. With no time to question why he's here, the man reacts on instinct. Crimson energy crackles around him, surging from his body as swirling red particles engulf his form. In an instant, his figure twists and expands until a red demon looms in the air, his massive wings beating to steady the descent. It looks good. The ground trembles as he lands, dust billowing around him, then just as quickly, the red demon shifts back to his human form. The white-haired man in a red coat surveys his surroundings only to be met with a bleak expanse of desolated ruins. What the hell is this place? At some ruins on the surface. A white-haired man in a dark blue cloak with green patterns also turns his gaze toward the ruin where red glowing mechanoids approach ominously. The motion of the landing has attracted the attention of these corrupted. Interesting. Alright. I foresee in the future the lamb wakes up from sleep. Extra story. Transport vehicle hurtles through the wilderness, its tires churning up a swirling dust storm in its wake. The road, long forgotten and riddled with potholes, sends the vehicle lurching and shuddering along the broken path. Lucia, how much longer will it take us? 15 minutes. This is already the 12th conservation area. 2 weeks ago, multiple surface conservation areas came under attack by unidentified hetero creatures. Worse yet, nearly all personnel from the affected sites have since gone missing. What started as a small-scale incursion has swiftly escalated, and the window to rescue the attacked conservation area is closing fast. These coordinated strikes defy the usual behavior of hetero creatures as something or someone pulling the strings behind the scenes, another entity like Cradle, perhaps. According to the collected data, over 1,600 people have gone missing, with 187 deaths confirmed so far. The majority of casualties occurred during the initial attacks. In just the first 3 days, 5 conservation areas were hit simultaneously, resulting in over 700 missing and more than 60 deaths. Babylonian has swiftly adapted its tactics, deploying its most agile elite squad as Vanguard scouts to gather critical intelligence. Based on their findings, the workforce would then mobilize, ensuring rapid reinforcement where needed. Reports of disappearances and deaths among conservation area residents have dropped sharply since. But it's not enough. No matter how fast Babylonian moves, the hetero creatures always seem one step ahead, leaving defenders scrambling to keep up. Conservation area requesting aid earlier was a permanent population of around 400 people. If this time, Lee pauses, leaving his thought unfinished. 4 hours have passed since you received the distress signal. Lucia remains silent, her hands clenched around the steering wheel as she fights to keep the vehicle steady on the dilapidated, mud-slicked road. Lucia, how's everything with your new frame? It's functioning well with no adverse reactions. Good. We've reached the target location. Vehicle rolls into the target conservation area, but only a deathly silence answers. The ground is streaked with dark pools of blood, walls riddled with bullet holes. Acrid tang of gunpowder lingers sharp in the still air. Around you, once pristine buildings stand broken and skeletal as hungry flames lick through the wreckage, devouring all they touch. Damn it, are we too late? Let's start searching, Lee. Go up and get watch. Understood. Lev, you're with me. Medical assistance may be needed. Copy that. Lucia, we'll split up and search. Alright. Chaos envelopes the scene, scattered remnants of constructs littering the ground. It's worth, yeah, I'm sure. Touchscreen is not as good as controller. Oh, there! Liv's gates lead you to a clearing with a sandbox and exercise equipment, what appears to be a public recreation area nestled within the conservation area. Amid the open ground, a lone baseball lies abandoned. Perhaps once a children's toy, now its surface marred by blood. Let's continue searching. Don't let your guard down. Moments later, you find the entrance to an underground shelter hidden beneath the conservation area, but its isolation door lies in ruins. Shattered fragments on the ground have unnervingly clean, precise edges. With precision, it doesn't match hetero creature behavior. It was a blade. Could it be an ascendant? It could also be a cradle-like entity. Over here! You and Liv rush to Lucia's side, only to find a fallen construct beside her, barely clinging to life. Liv, treat him! Thank you. One look tells Liv all she needs to know. The construct is past saving with your current medical capabilities. Hang in there. Don't bother. I know my condition. Construct barely registered Liv's healing attempt, fully aware of his inevitable fate. I'm Danny, one of the constructs stationed at this conservation area. He retrieves a terminal slick with his own vital fluid from his chest, handed over along with his identification tag. I recorded some footage that might be useful. With those final words, the light in his eyes immediately fades away. Let's give him a proper burial. After erecting a simple memorial for the people of this conservation area, you access Danny's terminal viewing the footage for answers. This is Danny, construct station at this conservation area. We're under attack. Danny faces camera, speaking rapidly. There are many hetero creatures. Scream! A hetero creature lunges at Danny from far, forcing him to dive aside as his terminal clatters to the ground. The video recorded by the device reveals the creature's bat-like forms and fluid flight. The hetero creatures match the information previously gathered. In the footage, Danny springs to his feet, opens fire on the hetero creature. The conservation area couldn't have fallen this fast if it was just hetero creatures. As if to confirm Lucia's words, Danny's resistance seems short-lived. A blurry figure appears from the corner of of the frame, followed by a brutal lightning-fast slash. Danny barely manages to react, but it's too late. His blade shatters right in front of his chest in a spray of vital fluid. The unknown figure halts, the responsible weapon glinted briefly before being smoothly sheathed. Yet, due to the camera's angle, only the person's lower body is captured in the frame. The hem of a dark blue cloak. Dang, did Vergil kill him? And the rest of the footage. Bat-like hetero creatures descend in swarms, snatching up the remaining survivors. One by one, the humans are carried off into the distance. Now you find the answer as to why the people that attacked conservation areas all went missing. Let's report our current findings. Flying hetero creatures spotted behind the mountains to the southeast. All moving fast. Number? Visual estimate of around 40 to 50. Estimated time to engagement? In about 30 seconds. Assemble in BTB formation, prepare to engage. Bat-like hetero creatures soon descend upon the conservation area. More than 40 of them swarm in overlapping layers, their ghostly silhouettes blotted out the sun, plunging the ground below into an eerie, bone-chilling darkness. I'm trying all different accents. Whee! Each circle in the sky, their shrieks and howls rending the air a cacophony like hell's own laughter, mocking the fragility of the humans beneath them. Death rides in their wake, their joy found only in the spilling of blood. Then, as one peels away in a sudden dive, the rest follow in synchronized frenzy, the swarm surging downward like a tidal wave. The attack has begun. Bang! Lee and Liv open fire in unison, unleashing a storm of bullets. Their shots tear through the hetero creatures swarming from above, while Lucia cuts down any that breach their line. The Gray Raven squad moves with practiced precision. If the four of you keep this rhythm, the creatures won't last much longer. But unseen, lurking in the shadows beyond your sight, another hetero creature waits. It doesn't strike from the sky, but instead lunges forward from the ground. The moment it lunges, you catch a shadow. Countermeasures flash through your mind, each considered and discarded in rapid succession. You could take it alone, but a careless move could leave you wounded or break the squad's current formation. Lucia! Roger! Lucia is already posed for the strike, her blade gleaming in anticipation. Once closer, the creature would meet steel. But something else moves faster. A blur too fast to track hurls into view. By the time you register the motion, it's already over. Squee! The hetero creature crashes to the ground, shrieking, impaled. Only then do you see it clearly, a massive sword. The sword has a strange appearance. Its hilt textured like scales, its handguard tipped with 4 jagged talons. Half of the blade is now buried in the ground. True devil weapon. Anyone who sees it would instinctively think of it such a description. While you examine closely, the devil's sword pinned in the ground suddenly dissipates into red particles. Dante, hi! Hi, Dante! Look at that! It looks so good! I have to drink, I'm thirsty. Wow. From the direction the sword came from, someone lets out an exclamation. White-haired man in red stands at the top of the ruins, posture loose, a smirk tugging at his lip. Looks like you guys need some help. Ah! Yeah! I guess like, yeah! As if it were nothing more than a game, the man in red cuts through the hetero creatures with effortless precision. During the battle, he also displays masterful gunmanship. Did this stinger? Yeah, he did. Ew. Running away already? Not so fast. When the few remaining hetero creatures turn to flee, the man in red immediately gives chase without a second thought. In just a moment, he runs off into the distance. Looks like he's quite eager to help. Wait for me. The young person's voice echoes from another direction. Huh, Brew? Dan? You once carried out a mission with Noctis in New Oakley. That's where you first met the mayor's son. Looks like you've already met Dante. So his name is Dante? Yeah, he's currently staying in New Oakley. He came here following a distress signal from this conservation area. Dan surveys the ruins around and lets out a sigh. We still got here too late, huh? Has New Oakley been attacked as well? Yeah, we've been under attack by those bat monsters since 2 weeks ago. We defeated the first wave of hetero creatures, but then more kept coming. Thankfully, Dante showed up just in time and helped us repel them. Without him, New Oakley would have fallen too. These hetero creatures seem different from the ones we faced before. Yeah, I can't shake the feeling there's something else to them. Something else? Oh, the Dante there. Demons. At this moment, Dante, having defeated the fleeing hetero creature, strides back toward you. Demons? Tony Redgrave. Yeah, that'd be interesting if they had gone that way, but... His words are utterly shocking. For most people, demons are little more than relics of myth, whispers from forgotten tales. In this era where technology reigns supreme, neither gods nor demons have ever been discovered. And yet, if such an entity does exist, the people of this land know it by another name. The punishing virus. Yeah, they're demons, no mistake. Can smell the stink of those freaks a mile off. If demons do exist, then what are you? Me. A wide grin spreads across his face as crimson particles swirl into his palm, summoning that devil sword from thin air, visual proof to back his claim. I'm Dante. I'm a devil hunter. I mean, he didn't have to do all that, did he? Transport vehicle grinds to a halt at New Oakley, marking your second visit to this place. Yet the town feels starkly different this time, with a palpable tension hanging in the air. Walls now encircle the place, guarded by constructs perched in watchtowers. Residents move in hurried clusters, hauling crates of supplies. Despite the unease, life stubbornly persists. Makeshift stalls line the roadside, their owners hawking wares. Hey Dante, try one of my apples! Dante effortlessly catches the apple tossed his way. Ah, thanks. Dante, wanna grab a drink later? See you there. An old cowboy tips his hat to Dante from the seat by the doorway, and Dante returns the gesture with a grin. Dante seems quite popular around here. Yes. Dan smiles gently at Liv's words. He's helped us fend off hetero creatures more times than I can count. To New Oakley, he's family now. As he speaks, Fangs glances subtly in your direction, watching for your reaction. You understand his implication perfectly, but say nothing. It seems he still harbors some hostility toward Babylonia. Yeah? As your group arrives at the tavern, Dante pushes the door open and turns to face everyone. Welcome to the finest establishment in New Oakley. Oh, he's getting whiskey. Despite the turmoil outside, the tavern hums with boisterous chatter. No, the 40 gig, oh well. It's worth it. Perhaps most here have long since grown used to the uncertainty to not knowing whether they would live to see dusk. For them, it is simply another day on the surface. Look who's back, Dante. Another round and one for my friend Dante here. Cheers. Dante accepts a full glass of golden liquid and leads the group to a quieter corner. Dante, try my new pizza. I tweaked the recipe based on your suggestions. Should be much better this time. Perfect timing. Oh, Brew, you're here too. It's been a while. Well, about time someone from Babylonia showed up. I'll let you guys talk. Tavern owner, sensing the situation, walks away to leave you to your conversation. Leaning back into the sofa, Dante adjusts himself with casual ease, his eyes fixed on you in silent appraisal. Hello? No! So, let's talk about payment for mopping up your demon problem. You're from, where was it again? Oh, right. Commandant of Babylonia? Just call me Brew. He takes a bite of pizza, his face betraying nothing. Let's first talk about those demons you mentioned earlier. All right, we'll start there. So in my world, there's the human world and the demon world. Eh? Hold on. What is it? What do you mean by your world? Literally, my world. Got a problem with that? I ain't trying to start no problems. I'm just asking questions. That's problematic. You're from another world? From what I've figured out these past 2 weeks, yeah. Forcing down the shock rising in your chest, you gesture for Dante to continue. In my world, there's the human world and the demon world. The demon world is where demons live. Sometimes demons slip into the human world and start causing trouble, and my job is to take contracts and hunt them down. Are all people in your world like you? What do you mean? That sword. He smiles and shrugs, but his voice sharpens with sudden seriousness. Because half of me is demon blood. After a prolonged silence, Dante speaks up again. Whoops, did I scare you? We've been through our fair share of things too. I like that look in your eyes. So, how did you end up in this world? Wish I had an answer for you, but I'm just as clueless. I was busy cleaning up demons in the demon world with someone when some crazy suction yanked me right into this place. And you don't know how to get back either? I don't, but I've got the gist of your world situation. Maybe this Babylonian of yours can send me back home. So here's the deal. I'll help you clean up these demons. In return, you help me get back to my world. Countless thoughts flood your mind. Demons? A devil hunter? If demons are involved, maybe we should work with you. Now we're talking. But I need to report to my superiors first. Dante doesn't mind waiting a bit longer, his demeanor remaining relaxed. I'll be waiting for your call. Yeah, enjoy your pizza and your whiskey and your apples. I know, he's so tight. That's it for my conversation with Dante. Let's move. Is this actually possible? Scientifically speaking, the existence of other worlds hasn't been confirmed, though theories about them have been around for over the past few centuries. So plush. As Mauve rubs his temple trying to ease the ache that doesn't truly exist. It is what it is. I see. I think we can collaborate with him. If demons do exist, then this Dante will be the key to solving our problem. If they don't, he pauses for a moment. He's only one person after all. Agents, ascendants, even an entity like Cradle, we've handled worse. One more stranger existence doesn't concern me. I'll leave the specifics of the frontline situation to your judgment. Roger that. So, what do you say? It's a pleasure to work with you, Dante. Oh, it's more than that. Smart choice. We also recovered a video. Think we missed something? You replay the video on the terminal, and once again, the figure who delivered the slash flashes across the screen. Beside you, Dante's expression visibly darkens. A crushing aura erupts from him. Dante? It's Vergil. Vergil? He's my brother. The air turns to ice. Lucia takes a small step forward while Lee's right hand already rests on the grip of his gun. Dante catches attention, coiling link between them, but pays them no mind, simply walking back to the couch and sitting down again. I've fought him plenty of times. Don't think he'd do something like this, but if this mess is tied to him, I'll handle him myself. Beep beep. Just as you're about to speak, your terminal's communication line rings. Oh shit, we're gonna fight him? Oh, no, we're playing as Vergil? Oh shit. What? What is happening? Culture without strength marches to extinction with the dawn. Thus spoke a politician. Humans once crossed towering mountains and ventured in the deepest sea, forging a miracle upon this land known as the Golden Age. But now only ruins remain. Herds of hetero creatures roam through the broken walls. Vergil watches from above, his gaze fixed on the movements of those bat-like creatures. The rhythmic growl of an engine echoes in the distance, a motorcycle, unmistakable in its cadence. Vergil tilts his head, his attention sharpening as the sound draws nearer. Then around the bend, a flash of red cuts through the wreckage. The rider's gaze snaps toward him as if pulled by instinct, their eyes meeting across the road. Very tough. For the first time in a long while, Vergil feels something stir within him. The motorcycle roars up the collapsed, slanting ruins, its engine snarling as it charges toward the rooftop. At the edge of the front wheel, lifts before the bike soars across the gap and slams down onto the next rooftop. Vergil watches, his usual disdain for human machinery momentarily eclipsed by reluctant admiration for the rider's exceptional driving skill. Wow. Soon the bike skids to a halt on the rooftop where he stands and the white-haired woman dismounts. According to survivors who escaped the attack conservation area, white hair, katana, dark blue coat. Oh shit, it's his daughter. Yeah. Well, initially Nero was gonna have a sister. I think it would have been more interesting if that was B instead of it being a Virgil split. But that's just me. Okay, we're playing as Virgil. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, we got it's got the Devil May Cry combo meter. That's cool. Oh, what the heck? Why is he saying Dante's line? Oh, that was not it.
Too slow. Go to hell. It's over. Too slow. Go to hell. You shall die.
Oh damn, she's dead already. With the bits. Loading. Wow. They made it like DMC5. Hey, I got an S. Yeah, one judgment cut took her down. Since when has someone like this been around on the start? Oh, I thought I recognized her voice. I think her English voice is the same as Lightning in Final Fantasy 13. Her blade flashes free once more as Alpha lunges forward with devastating force. Yet Vergil meets the strike effortlessly, his sword a seamless barrier. Alpha shifts her angle, poised to retaliate until a surge of energy pulses from him, forcing her onto the defensive. Steel sinks as his slashes carve through the air, each one met by her city guard. She hears a low, intrigued hum, escaping Vergil as surprise flickers beneath his icy calm. Only to be followed by an even more devastating slash. Lightning crackles as Alpha answers with an equally devastating slash. Crash! Debris erupts, dust swallows the clearing, and rocks shatter and rain down around them, yet the two silhouettes cut through the chaos, using falling rubble to pivot midair before touching down with effortless grace. Heartbeat of stillness, chests rise and fall, steady but sharp, then they clash again. The art's really good. Steel rings out, a deadly harmony resonating through the battlefield. Every strike carves deeper into the earth, the very ground reshaped by their fury, and moments clearing is a scattered testament to their power. Impressive. What form of power is this? You don't know? The Ascension Network. What is that? Such power, yet not an ascendant. Their brief exchange reveals much. Vergil's body shows no trace of the punishing virus whatsoever. That blue blade floating. Yeah, he is. That blue blade floating in midair seems beyond any technical, logical means as well. Another weird existence after the punishing virus. Alpha deflects the blue blade, flying toward her, pivoting into a swift counterstrike, only for her opponent to sidestep it. Scree! Just then, a hetero creature lunges from their flank. Instinct drives her to hurl her short blade, but then she knows the hetero creature isn't targeting her. With that realization, she holds back her attack. Spotting the hetero creature, Vergil instantly summons his Mirage Blade to strike. Impaled, the beast crashes to the ground, its twitching form growing still as life bleeds away. The hetero creature is attacking him. The hetero creature's attack is only the beginning. More of them surge forward, closing in on the two. At that moment, Alpha realizes the man before her has nothing to do with the recent disturbances in the Ascension Network. Seems I had the wrong idea about you. I apologize. Time out? Vergil fell silent for a moment. Sure. Alpha is the first person Vergil has been able to communicate with since coming here, and he finds himself intrigued by the man she mentioned, the supposed leader of the hetero creatures. Let's get rid of these hetero creatures first. Hetero creatures. Vergil mentally notes the term while his face remains expressionless. Alright. You'll pass. Something about them isn't right. Their numbers are unnatural. After cutting down another hetero creature, Alpha voices her suspicion. Normally, these creatures don't actively attack ascendants. Even when some do become aggressive, they usually retreat after a few are slain, driven by self-preservation. Yet these hetero creatures in front of them act as if they don't feel a fear at all. I have observed them. They seem to be searching for something. Alpha recalls the recent anomalies in the Ascension Network. As I suspected, someone is pulling the strings behind them. Just then, the hetero creatures halt their attack as if obeying some unseen signal. In eerie unison, they swarm toward a nearby building. Immediately after, a girl's scream pierces the air, echoing from the same building. Help! Alpha's frown deepens, but she still decides to sprint toward the cry for help. Woo, I got 30 black cards. Dr. Hill. Your comms ring at the moment. The incoming calls display no name, only a jumble of code. No name? It can't be. Lucia glances in your direction. Given the recent hetero creature activity on the surface, the two of you share the same suspicion about who's calling. This direct intrusion is a communication method Luna's group often uses. Could be them. Maybe this Net's affected too. You answer the comms and Alpha's face appears on the screen alongside a white-haired man. Vergil! So this must be Vergil, the one Dante mentioned earlier, but why is he with Alpha? Hey, Vergil, what the hell's your deal with those hetero creatures? You can smell it too, can't you? That reek of demons all over them. Dante's face tightens with agitation, his words laced with anger. Don't tell me you're behind this mess again. You bastard. Fool. I haven't had the slightest idea what you're referring to. I only arrived here hours ago. Their argument escalates so quickly that neither Alpha nor you have a chance to get a word exchange. Cast a questioning look at Alpha. Clearly, Alpha didn't see this coming either. I know, it's the mirror demon. Dante and Vergil's argument abruptly stops as all eyes turn to the timid little girl huddled in the corner. Alpha pulls her into the center. She's why I contacted you. Alpha points at the little girl. We just saved her from hetero creatures. While they were trying to capture her, whoever's behind all this, she's clearly the key. I'll let Laika tell you the rest herself. With that, Alpha steps aside. You make no group. Laika's clothes cling to her, dirt-streaked and rumpled, bearing the grime of days without washing. A faint tremor runs through her, and her eyes, wide and shadowed, betray the toll of life on the run. Hi. Every glance thrown her way seems to press down on her. Her voice wavers, stumbling over words. It's okay, Laika. We're Grave Raven from Babylonia. And Alpha here beside you is really strong. She'll keep you safe. Alpha glances at Liv and saying nothing. It's all right now. Just take your time. Breathe deeply with me. After a moment, Liv's gentle reassurance steadies Laika's nerves, and she begins her story. I'm Laika. My father is Thomas Hell. Thomas Hell? You glance up at Lee, but he only shakes his head. It seems the name means nothing to him. Those hetero creatures that look like bats were all made by the mirror demon using the red tide. The mirror demon took over my dad's body and built a tower. It calls it the Babel Tower. Well, it was appropriate name, I guess. That tower's full of monsters. Dad helped me escape and gave me a recording. And he told me to find people from Babylonia. Can we see the recording? Of course, but I don't have a device to play it. Let me do it. Alpha takes the memory card from Laika's hand, slots it into her terminal, and transmits the video over. You tap the file, and the recording flickers to life, playing in sync across both screens. Video footage is shrouded in darkness, the filming location barely illuminated by sparse light sources. Font Man stands at the center of the frame, surrounded by computers and analytical equipment. The screen casts an eerie grid glow, the reflections bleeding into the shadowy outlines of what seems to be ancient stone structures behind him. Green and red lights weave across the man's face, deepening the hollows of his sunken eye sockets, revealing his exhausted gaze. Wearily, he drags a hand over his eyes before fixing the camera with a hollow stare. I'm Thomas Hale, and this is my confession. I was a member of the Science Council, but given how things have turned out, the Science Council was right to expel me. I studied time and space in the past. Once I even dreamed of creating a spatial jump device that would allow humanity to outrun the speed of light itself. But the universe is too vast and we are too slow. During the Golden Age, we ventured into outer space, but even Dawn 3 could barely scrap 1% of light. Too slow, far too slow. All in all, that was just a wish I had in the past. It all started with my obsession. After my wife died from her illness, I poured everything into my research, and time became my focus. I wanted to bring her back. Medical advancements don't wait for the dead. With today's medical technology, her genetic disease would have been curable. I tried every possible approach until I found a shard of the Hetero Tower. I was certain it was the key, but I failed. Hetero Tower shard did help me open the space-time passage. But something else came with it. Demons. Demons are real, and one is inside me. It's still weak for now, so I can sometimes wrest back control of my body. But it's only a matter of time before it consumes me entirely. It's already harnessed some of the punishing virus power and created the Babel Tower with it. Thomas inputs a set of coordinates, storing them in the video. This is the location of the Babel Tower. As the video reaches this point, coordinates appear on the terminal. Finally, if anyone from Babylonia sees this, please, I beg you, protect my daughter. Video cuts off here. Arkham story, yeah. It's like Mr. Freeze, except with time. So, Thomas' experiment is what dragged me and Vergil into this world? Dante chuckles, relieved now that the mystery is solved. Looks like we weren't the only ones, though. Mirror Demon, never heard of it. Probably just some small fry from the demon world. Now that we know the location of the Babel Tower, we'll storm the tower and eliminate the Mirror Demon. Roger that. Heh, piece of cake. Now that we're teaming up, I'll show you that thing I'm made of. Dante looks at Vergil standing on the other side of the screen. Hey, I already cut a deal with this Commandant. I helped them take down the Mirror Demon, and they'll help me get me back. What about you, tagging along? Vergil tilts his head slightly, considering Dante's words for a moment before responding. Intriguing. Could be worthy diversion. I'll accompany you to the Babel Tower. Besides, that Mirror Demon and I have unfinished business. Dante raises an eyebrow in momentary confusion, then remembers the video from earlier. Understanding dawns as he realizes what Vergil means by unfinished business. Yeah, looks like that the Mirror Demon is using your identity to lead those hetero creatures. Seriously, who comes up with these names, hetero creature? Anyway, I saw the video, even though it only showed the lower half body, no mistaking it. That guy looked just like you, Vergil. Mirror Demon, Mirror, you think that thing can actually copy people? Its fate is sealed regardless. Conversation between the brothers comes to a pause. Seeing this, Lucia steps forward to speak with Alpha. Alpha, what do you plan to do? Go to the Babel Tower. She thinks for a moment before continuing. Luna detected unusual activity in the Ascension network earlier. She believes it's filtering new agents, which is why I came to investigate. Given the recent behavior of the hetero creatures, it's possible that this Mirror Demon can already be considered an agent. Alpha shakes her head, keeping her lingering doubts to herself. The Mirror Demon is neither construct nor corrupted, but how could it possibly connect to the Ascension Network? Perhaps the Ascension Network always holds deeper secrets yet to be uncovered. Luna, how's she? She's fine. She just needs to focus her energy on the Ascension Network for now to prevent bigger problems. And let's meet at New Oakley. Alpha Nod reaches out to end the call. So your name is Vergil? Vergil gives no answer. Looks like we'll need to head to New Oakley. Do you have any vehicle to use? I don't need those. Vergil unsheaths the Yamato, its blade tracing across in the air. A trail of cerulean light lingers in its wake, and like a flower unfurling petals, space itself splits along the incisions, revealing a yawning void of infinite black. Alpha watches Vergil's action. A flicker of astonishment crosses her eyes. Did he just cut through space? But in the next moment, Vergil furrows his brow. The portal, it's not stable. Cross-shaped rift trembles, its edges wavering like disturbed water, and gradually seals shut a moment later. Looks like you'll need to find another way to get there. Alpha's motorcycle isn't big enough to seat all three of them. We're not alone here. Distant roar of engines reverberates through the air as a group of wildly dressed thugs approaches in a pickup truck equally adorned with flashy modifications. Oh my god, you thugs are gonna try to fight Vergil? Oh my god, you are idiots! Look at what we got here, 3 cute buddies! Ah! Consider yourself lucky you ran into the Blackwings! Hand over everything! Right on time. This is a data sent by Brew. Asimov, what's your take on this? Thomas Hell, that name rings a bell. I'll look up information on him. God in the other world. There's a barely perceptible hint of anticipation in Nicolo's tone. I've already shared my thoughts on this. Theoretically, it's indeed impossible. However, even with in-depth exploration in this field, we cannot estimate when we might reach any conclusions. Scientific progress sometimes requires a touch of luck, Thomas. Perhaps he hit the jackpot. After speaking, Asimov recognizes the inappropriateness of his remark. He closes his eye briefly, then starts again. That remark was inappropriate. Every researcher's work deserves respect. If possible, I need more of Thomas' research data. After that, I can provide new conclusions. Alright, I'll have Brew recover the data. If that's all, I'll be heading back now. Asimov strides toward the exit. Just as he steps through the doorway, a thought flickers at the edge of his mind, and he pauses, glancing back. There he catches sight of Nicola and Hassan, their figures slumped with wariness, exchanging hushed words. Oh, and given the complexity of this research, I find it unlikely Thomas achieved it alone. He might have had external support. You're hardly on that. Asimov gets a slight nod, then turns and leaves. Could it be Corono? I don't think that's very likely. Hassan sits in silence, leaning back in his chair with an uncharacteristic melancholy. It's a rare sight, since most of the time he gives off an impression of determination and resilience. Another world? That's too far-fetched. Let's just focus on what's right in front of us. Hassan offers a knowing smile as he turns to his old friend. Aren't you excited about it, too? Nicola lets out a disgruntled snort. But you're right, we are too small to have big dreams. Hassan straightens his back, returning to his usual composed demeanor. Back to our previous arrangements. Their conversation fades into a sterile glow of the office lights, just another moment in the command central where countless others move through the artificial radiance observed in their busy tasks. And so humanity presses onwards, stumbling through these lights. Ooh, we get to play as Dante? Ah! Hi! Let's do it! Logistics, we need ammo here! Right away! Battle has raged for nearly an hour, bullets streaking like deadly rain from New Oakley's defensive line. Though the newly constructed watchtowers and walls have slowed the heterodox creatures' advance, their relentless death-defying charges leave the defenses teetering on the edge of collapse. Let us breach all defenses! Before the residents could finish speaking, a shadow blurs into motion, charging toward the hetero creature. Wielding her pyro katana, Lucia closes the distance in a flash. Adjusting her stance midair, she brings the blade down in a searing arc, cleaving through the creature with a single strike. These hetero creatures rely on the high-speed flight to breach the defensive line from time to time, penetrating into the town's perimeter. Lucia stands ready here, tasked with eliminating any hetero creatures that make their way into town. Holy crap, did you see that? That construct's moves are unreal. Stop gawking and focus. Deal with these damn bats already. Max, the mayor of New Oakland, gazes toward the front lines, his brow furrowed with worry. How much ammunition do we have left? Enough to last through this battle. What about the next battle? Just barely. It's been an hour already. The hetero creatures' attacks are getting worse. Normally they would have stopped by now. With Dante here, I hope we'll be just fine. Max shakes his head and looks at his son. What's the word from the Forsaken? They said they'll send some people over, but not a lot. Other conservation areas are getting hit by hetero creatures too, so they're short on manpower. Brew, when will Babylonians' reinforcements arrive? Not until night at the earliest. If we need to evacuate later, we have to save enough ammunition to deal with potential threats during the retreat. Looks like we need to... Someone's coming! Before Max can finish an alert from the defense line snags his attention, his gaze snaps toward the horizon. Beyond this seething mass of hetero creature, a wildly modified pickup truck barrels toward New Oakley. The vehicle carves a wide arc across the desert, tires splitting sand as it skids to a halt. It's Alpha. Ninjas roar, pull some creatures focus, screeching, they pivot midair and swarm toward the truck. Alpha and Vergil step out of the vehicle. Looks like we just arrived just in time. Let this be our warm-up. Max turning you beside him, finishing his interrupted thought. Crew, looks like we need to prepare for close quarters combat. Alright, I'll connect with the constructs on site. Oh shit, it's like the Wild Wild West out here with demons.
The sun is down. So see my flames. I won't hold back. Give up. Life and death are but a moment apart. I will sever this prison of fate.
Have you decided which one of you will die first?
Wow, Vergil.
Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Go to hell. It's over. Too slow. This is out. You shall die. Too slow. Go to hell. This is out. And now, I'm gonna play with you.
Oh, he's got his hat. Wait, why does it start me here? Oh. That's funny. It's just auto-platform.
Time to go to work, guys.
Oh, he's got Balrog too?
Back to hell.
Wait, how do I... There we go. So like Royal Guard is B? Or what? Yeah, kind of. It's interesting they gave a Balrog too.
Go back to hell.
How do I get over to them? Wait. Why does it not let me jump? Let me jump! There we go.
Let me show you what I've got. Now the fun begins.
How do I switch? I think I switched to Balrog somehow. Or is it just auto switching it? Yeah. I thought it would give you the option, but I guess not.
Let me show you what I've got. Take this.
Ah, I can't. I think it looks like it's auto switching it. What, Virgil just sitting. What are you doing? Oh, you don't want to talk? Go to talk to the village head. Okay. Complete the sage. Villagers have a quest. Exploration. High difficulty. Villagers have a quest. High difficulty challenge. I guess we try it. May still be hit or creatures lurking around. Shall we do sweep? Okay, some more.
Let me show you what I've got.
The white chair. Oh man. How do I get up to them though?
Let me show you what I've got.
Okay, so why?
Go back to hell.
Oh god, no, subhuman. No, stop it. Change the music. This was made for reboot Dante, I know it was. Nobody can convince me otherwise. How do I get up? Wait. Okay. I know. It's funny because when he first appeared in the cutscene, they were playing Nero's theme. Okay, so.
Adios.
That's like an upward slash.
Let me show you what I've got. Take this. Go back to hell. Shall we dance?
Dance? Shall we dance?
Go back. Shall we dance?
What the heck? The way he says it. Oh my god.
Finish.
I want to try to do the challenge. Ah, we're missing people. Yeah, I'll help you find them if I can figure out how to.
Go back to hell. Now the fun begins. Now the fun.
Keep hitting me. Guess I'm supposed to try to block. with his royal guard-ish. But I don't think he has the styles, right? He doesn't have Trickster and royal guard. It's just like a block of... I can't attack him. Why can't I interact? Hello? Let me interact with you. How do I investigate? What the heck? Usually it says suppress spell now. He wants to attack. Can I? There we go. I don't know what.
Now the fun begins.
Yeah. Ugh. Alright.
Now the fun begins.
How do I use ebony? Can I use ebony and ivory? Hello? Is there... Can I use ebony and ivory? This music's a lot better than Subhuman.
Go back to hell.
Thank you, those monsters were terrifying.
Go back to hell.
Thank you. Pause button. Huh? How do I get up? Let me up. How do I jump up?
Let me show you what I've got.
Oh no, Subhuman. Stop it.
Let me show you what I've got.
Can I get up here? How do I jump up? Oh my god. Maybe I'm not supposed to go that way. But I thought it was because there was the highlight thing. Hey, can you guys come down here? Because I can't figure out how to get there. Looks like I have to start over there. Yeah, because the highlight there. Ugh. There it is. Let's turn this off. Can we turn it off? Yeah. I don't want to listen to Reboot Dante's theme. How do I get up here? I'm so dumb, bro. I don't know how to jump up here. Oh my god.
Let me show you what I've got.
I don't understand. How do I get up here? Okay. Okay.
Let me show you what I've got.
No. Okay.
Go back to hell.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get up here.
Adios. Let me show you what I've got. Take this.
What if I do that? No, it's not high enough. Oh man. If they would come down to me, I'd kick their ass. I don't know how to get up to them. Oh man. I don't know what I'm doing.
Go back to hell.
I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, well I guess I can't do this because I can't figure out how to get up there. Guess I can't do that extra one. I invite you to take a photo with us all. New Oakley. We'll never forget. You've done. Wait, we're doing a photo? What? What? Can I move the camera? Alright. I guess that's the photo. Brother. Save to local. And can I do another? It was not a good angle. He's like, how can you not jump down there? How can he not know how to jump? I don't know. Cheers! Compared to residents of other conservation areas, the people of New Oakley seem to be born with thicker skin. Not long after repelling a wave of hetero creature attacks, some have already started celebrating, and in their words, it's called celebrating living through another day. Say, don't you think it's about time a guy to get out and go where? Those bad freaks are everywhere. It's all the same no matter where we go. The forsaken Babylonians conservationists. Anywhere's fine, just somewhere with more people around. Doesn't matter to me, I'm on my own. But if we really are leaving, it'll probably happen in the next few days. Looks like I'll need to pack my bags tonight. Dante weaves through the bustling crowd, 2 drinks in hand, his gaze lighting up as he spots you tucked away in the corner. Sliding into the seat across from you, he pushes one of the glasses your way. Hello? Wow, look at him. Fancy glass? No, but I don't mind if you sit next to me. Thank you. Not bad taking charge back there. It makes me think this team up might actually work. You're not bad either if you can wield a sword like that. If you know what I mean. Wait until you see my other tricks. Hello, are we flirting? Don't you need to be with Vergil? Isn't he your... Don't worry about him. He's just not big on crowds. Dante drinks from his cup, not pursuing the topic any further. Have you talked to that girl? Yeah, I have. Doesn't know much about the tower. Thomas kept her away. So when are we heading to the Babel Tower? Support force from Babylonia will get here tonight. Once we've restocked, we'll head there tomorrow. Looks like things will wrap up here soon. Hetero creatures, a punishing virus, everything here is scary, even for a guy who deals with demons in his daily life like me. What? I was just wondering what your world's like. My world, huh? Dante takes another sip of his drink and shifts into a more comfortable position. Hard to explain, really. You've probably figured out. I'm not exactly your average human, but my father came from the demon world, so half of me is demon blood. Demon world and human world. Even I can't tell which one I belong to. Maybe my world is just that home I had. He gazes at the campfire, lost in thought, seemingly reminiscing about his childhood. The time never flows backward. Memories are like sparks in the air, brilliant one moment, gone the next. At least he still has family, the thought surfaces in Dante's mind unbidden. His gaze drifts to the quiet corner beyond the campfire's glow. There, Vergil leans across the wall, arms crossed, exchanging sparse words with Alphonse beside him. As Dante looks at Vergil's white hair and that face so like his own, he can't help but think of a certain young man, smile tugging at his lips. Nero would never guess what Vergil and I are experiencing right now. Vergil feels the weight of his stare and glances over. Dante answers with a grin and a raised middle finger. What? You fool. Dante lowers his hand then continues. The human world's nothing special, just demons causing trouble now and then. Kind of like how this place would be without that punishing virus. Wait, did he raise his middle finger to be like Nero? He's like, remember your kid? He's like, hey, remember your kid? Man, what did I do? No, I don't want that. While the demon world, he lets out a derisive snort. That place is crawling with disgusting freaks, nothing worth talking about. What do you think of this world? Well, he speaks with brutal honesty. I think this world's doomed. And yet, aren't you helping this world? Dante jerks his chin toward the campfire. People are still kicking, and they've got pizza here. Could be much worse. As long as there's pizza. The sound of approaching convoy echoes from afar, adding to the town's growing clamor. These message chimes timely from your terminal. The support force has arrived. Looks like it's time for you to get to work. He raises his drink, bringing your conversation to a close. Since we're hitting up the Babel Tower tomorrow, make sure to rest well tonight. Well, here's to tomorrow. To tomorrow. Oh, the pizza looks good. You meet Bridget at the edge of the town. Hey, Brew. All the weapons and ammo are here on your power armor. Thank you. Just doing my job. And one more thing. Can I have some of the support force to stay behind guard this place? According to our intel, Hitler creatures are trying to capture Laika. That little girl mentioned in the report? Yeah, the Mirror Demon may have learned that Laika's here. With Dante away tomorrow, the town's defenses will be vulnerable. We need someone to stay back and take care of Laika. No problem. Leave it to me. I'll take good care of her. Laika strolls through the town, taking in the bustling atmosphere. After speaking with the commandant from Babylonia, she can finally wash away days of exhaustion from being on the run. Though drowsiness lingers at the edges of her mind, curiosity wins out. She wants to explore the town first. Born in Babylonia, she has never set a foot on the surface before. Until now, existed only in images and secondhand stories. New Oakley is her first real glimpse of a human settlement on the surface. Child. Voice cuts through her thoughts. She turns to see an elderly woman with warm, crinkled eyes waving at her. Care to join me here for a moment? After a moment of hesitation, Laika walks towards the elderly woman. The woman cradles a bag in her arms. Seeing Laika approach, she reaches inside and pulls out a tangerine. Here, try this. Laika accepts the fruit, and the elderly woman pats the space beside her, inviting her to sit. Then she asks, You're a new face. I take it you just arrived in town recently. Yes. Are you here alone? I have my dad, but he's not here right now. He told me to run ahead by myself. Yeah, this is suspicious. Guys, don't accept candy from a stranger. Whatever scene plays out in the woman's mind, her face is etched with quiet sympathy, or in this case, a tangerine. Sure wasn't easy, though. I used to have a granddaughter. If not for that incident, she would be about your height by now. Surviving is what matters. Have you found a place to stay? If not, you're welcome to stay with me for now. Later on, we could learn a trade, mechanical repair, gun making, bullet crafting, things like that. You'll find a way to get by. I do have a grandson, but he's not well behaved like you. Always wearing those sunglasses and clothes with spikes all over them, and his hair sticking straight up like some kind of rooster. Looks absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. His shirts have all these strange cartoon characters on them. He calls it anime or something. I don't understand the thing about it. But deep down, he's a good kid. These days, sometimes you gotta act tough just to get by. Perhaps Laika's appearance stirs old memories, or maybe it has been a long time since she last saw a child. Whatever the reason, the old woman rambles on and on about her family. And don't let our Mayor Max fool you with that big burly look of his. He's a good man at heart, quite the romantic, actually. Realizing she's been doing all the talking, she offers an apologetic smile. Oh dear, listen to me rambling on. Once I start talking, I just can't seem to stop. It's okay, ma'am. I enjoy listening to you. Let's talk about you instead. Where did you live before? Babylonia. The elderly woman seems taken back by the answer, her expression flickering with surprise. But she chooses not to pry further. My dad is really good to me. He always says he just wants me to grow up safe and happy. He used to be very busy, but he still bring me little gifts after work, and he taught me how to draw. He told me he wanted me to be a manga artist when he was younger, but life just got in the way. Then Mom got sick, and after that, Dad never really smiled again. The white hospital room flickers back into her memory, that most familiar place to her. And after that, Laika's words trail off, her smile dissolving in like a fading echo. After that, the elderly woman assumes the girl is merely reminiscing about something sad and moves to comfort her when Laika suddenly bolts outside. Panic flashes across Laika's face. No, not just panic, something deeper, darker. Primal terror rising from the depths of her mind like a creature clawing its way out of the abyss. It seizes her heart, threatening to pull her under. Then her foot catches on a stone and she stumbles, but she barely registers the pain. Instead, she curls into herself on the ground, her expression hollow yet etched with dread. What happened after that? She finds her memories like a faded canvas blurred beyond recognition. How did I get to the Babel Tower? The person in the hospital bed, was it Mom or me? The unanswered question sends chills down her spine and fear finally consumes her completely. Short while earlier, before meeting with the human commandant, Dante found Vergil. How did you get here? I have no explanation. I simply appeared in midair without cause. Just like me. Dante strokes his chin, eyeing Yamato and Vergil's hand. Can you use Yamato to open a portal back? Portals aren't stable in this place. Looks like we'll have to rely on those Babylonian folks for now. Also, that little girl. I've sensed it as well. Oh, she got a demon or something inside her? Alright, hold on. I gotta turn the music back on. Next morning, everyone gathers on the outskirts of the town. Real over here! 3 vehicles will go with you to the Babel Tower, all fully stocked with ammunition and supplies. Thank you. Mayor's looking for me, probably to discuss evacuation plans. If you need anything, just talk to Stan Fox. Hey, bro. Alright, let's move out. According to the coordinates, Babel Tower should be just ahead. The Babel Tower is gone? For your group, as far as the eye can see, lies nothing but ruins. No, there's definitely something here. I can feel it. The demon's right there. Some kind of deceptive trick. Can we break it through force? Hey, he's right there. What are you talking about? What's the punishing virus concentration? The concentration hit is indeed slightly higher than the surrounding areas, but it's quite mild, still within normal level. What's up, Skojack? I don't know. PGR might have asked to collaborate with them for this, because I think they're really big fans of DMC. Really? You retrieve a weapon shaped like a rocket launcher from one of the Sport Force vehicles. Sport Force has brought some Omega weapons. According to Alpha's previous conjecture, the Mirror Demon may already be an agent-level enemy, perhaps worth attempting to use an Omega weapon against it. Boom! The Omega weapon-equipped warhead propels through the air before detonating with a deafening blast, as if colliding with an invisible wall in the distance. When the smoke dissipates, a jagged rupture hangs suspended in midair, its edges warping the light around it. That's its game, hiding behind mirrors. No wonder it's called the Mirror Demon. Sandfox, let's give it a few more hits. Copy. Sport Force members bring out the remaining Omega weapons, launching multiple warheads simultaneously. After the explosion, the opening widens enough for vehicles to pass through, revealing the full view of the Babel Tower. Cylindrical tower sheathed in red tide aggregates looms in the distance. Ominous spire that draws everyone's gaze. Above it, swarms of hetero creatures wheel through the air, their presence dripping with palpable malice. Punishing virus concentration rapidly increasing. Let's move. A gaunt middle-aged man stands atop the tower, his gaze fixed on the approaching group in the distance. People from Babylonia. Among the group of constructs, 2 white-haired men in long coats stand conspicuously apart. Are they the sons of Sparta? I should have known that other demons would also come to this world. Its eyes narrow slightly as it recalls the sight. 2 sons of Sparta locked in battle within the demon world. Back then it was just a nameless demon among Hell's legions, but now it has claimed power beyond its former wretchedness. But it's too late now. Even the sons of Sparta cannot stop the power of demons merged with the Ascension Network. Here to romance Dante. Well, get in line. Download PGR and get in line. Moreover, I still hold a trump card. The man-stated man turns, his gaze locked onto the figure looming in the shadows, breathing an aura of seething darkness, white hair, dark blue coat, and face identical to Vergil. Being forged from memories in the red tide. Haha. Mirror images are always interesting, aren't they? Thomas, who can no longer be called human, waves his hand in a gentle motion. At its command, the swarm of hetero creatures turning in the air surges forward, breathing tide descending upon the distant group. Kill them all, leave no survivors. Having done all this, the man stands motionless, savoring the imminent battle, eagerly awaiting the coming symphony of agonized screams and hetero creature shrieks. Yet deep within, a flickering consciousness still struggles in its feeble resistance and irritates him. Silence, human! Your will is utterly powerless against my power. The next movement, a splitting pain lances through his head. Its body crumbles to the ground, its face twists in agony, tears spilling over. Leica! I have to save Leica! Shut it! Just as quickly, the anguish fades, replaced once more by the mask of malice. Yes, Leica, you've reminded me. I'll send out hetero creatures to track down Leica. I'll bring her back so this body can end it once and for all. Oh no. Your face locked. I mean, if you're taken over by a demon, I don't know. Silence, human. Almost daily. Oh. You notice Dante beside you gazing into the distance. Anything wrong, Dante? I think someone's up there at the top. Lee quickly transforms his composite armaments into sniper mode and peers through the scope at the top of the tower. There is indeed someone there, high resemblance to Thomas from more intel. Dante glances at Vergil beside him, then gestures toward the composite armaments in Lee's hand. I've got a similar devil arm that can transform into 666 different modes. Pandora? Wait, you have it with you? Shut up already. Damn. The hetero creatures are on the move. They're closing in. The mirror demon knows we're here. Prepare for combat. Like a plague of locusts, countless hetero creatures swarm toward the convoy. Full speed ahead. Roger. Oh shit, we're just running into them. Roof-mounted machine guns roar to life. Bullets ripping through the horde of hetero creatures. The 3 transport vehicles lurch forward. Tires grinding through gore and shattered limb as they fight for every inch of ground. As the hetero creatures grow in number, Grey Raven leaps into the fray and begins to eliminate the enemies. The battle rages on, and now your group has covered half the distance to the Babel Tower. We can't keep this up. We're running low on ammo. This is as far as we can go. 3 vehicles grind to a halt, immobilized. Endless waves of hetero creatures swarm toward you, cutting off any path to Babel Tower. Support force, you can evacuate from here. You turn to look at your companions, slashing through the horde and shout. Everyone else, prepare to break through. We need a path. Lei, get ready for maximum output. No need for that. Just stay behind me. Vergil, time to show them what we're made of. You don't get to order me around. He's so mad. That art looks so good, though. Look at him. It's like a Renaissance painting. Fierce winds howl, billowing their coat as Dante and Vergil stand side by side, unshaken. I alone am enough to handle this situation. I'm not letting you have all the fun to yourself. Try to keep up if you can. I won't wait for you. Feeling confident, huh? Let's see who makes it to the tower's gates first. Red and blue particles intertwine, spiraling around the 2 half-demons. Then a powerful shockwave explodes outward, hurling hetero creatures back like ragdoll. Their human appearance vanishes without trace, giving way to devilish forms as if straight from the depths of hell. Vergil sees his sword as blue spherical domain envelopes the space around him. I will cut through everything. As judgment cut in is unleashed, countless slashes carve through the air, leaving only Dante untouched. Each blade mark twists, face itself, shattering it like fractured glass, tearing apart every hetero creature within its domain. Now I lead by 1. I haven't even said start yet. The 2 half-demons charge toward the Babel Tower, simultaneously tearing through the remaining hetero creatures with relentless speed. Stay close to them. Alright. Okay, we're about to fight. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. And that's that. Wasn't so tough after all. Thanks to Dante and Vergil's overwhelming power in their transformed state, the group arrived safely at the foot of the tower. Commandant, hetero creatures' attack is weakening. Appears to be some kind of mystical barrier before the tower. The hetero creatures grow eerily still, their attacks ceasing entirely as if bound by some unseen command. Yes, there's a game. You can skip the story stuff. You see this skip? I'm just reading through it. Their attacks have stopped. Is it because there's no need to continue? Open invitation, very confident of the mirror demon. The path ahead won't be an easy one, it seems. Ridiculous! towering gates of Babel stand wide open and gap and maw, demonic and foreboding, as though inviting the guests to step into the abyss. Dante stretches leisurely on the spot, speaking with effortless confidence. Either way, moving forward is our only meaningful option. Don't think anyone here wants to turn back and swap more of those pesky bats, right? Bug extermination can be a real buzzkill. With that, Dante shrugs his shoulder and takes the lead through the gateway. The Mirror Demon, now in full control of Thomas's body, watches coolly as the team steps into its domain. Ordinary hetero creatures can only achieve so far, as expected. However, a special surprise awaits you next. Enjoy. By the time you reach the top, how much strength will you have left to face me? Gates of Babel Tower swing shut behind the group, cutting off the clamor of hetero creatures outside. As the last sliver of daylight vanishes, the interior is left in near darkness, illuminated only by the erratic flicker of candlelight and the dim colored glow of arched stained glass windows. Looking around, a hollow chill lingers in the air. Gotta say, the owner of this tower really went all the way on the decor. The tower's vast circular chamber stretches before you, its perimeter lined with identical curved doorways spaced at even intervals. There's no visible path upward. These doors, do we need to investigate them one by one? Path upward must be behind one of those doors. Then let's bust them all open. With that, Dante casually opens the door beside him. Hey! Air suddenly falls silent. Bullets are chambered, blades unsheathed. The team's vigilance reaches its peak in this moment. Even Dante catches himself, realizing his earlier actions were quite rash. As the door creaks open, a hazy mirror appears before everyone. Dante's silhouette, framed against the doorway, twists eerily in the reflection. He steps closer, inspects the mirror, only to find nothing and turn back to the rest of you. Just some boring mirror trick. Just then, the shatter of glass splits the air behind him. Ghost of a grin flickers across Dante's face as he draws ebony and ivory, quickly spinning around to take aim. Jack! But someone moves faster than him. Phantom blue energy swirls and solidifies into mirage blaze, hurling toward the hetero creature as it claws free from the shattered mirror. The blades strike true, pinning it firmly to the wall. Come on, you know I could have handled that. What does that mean? I simply don't want to hear that word from you. He doesn't want to hear jackpot. That word? Is this some kind of magical spell? At these words, Alpha in the distance can't help but cast curious glances at Dante and Vergil. Actually, I'm curious about that too. Listen, guys, you got it all wrong. There's no magic spell like that. The Half-Demon brothers have already demonstrated various extraordinary abilities, piquing everyone's curiosity. I've been meaning to ask about your transformation. Oh, that's our Sin Devil trigger form. After all, Vergil and I are half demons, you know. The group continues to open doors one by one, eliminating any hetero creatures that appear behind them, while communicating until an upward staircase is finally found. Commandant, it's here! Just then, Vergil steps in front of Liv. Back up, something's wrong. His warning comes not a second too soon. Blood-curdling howl rips through the air, and a blur of black shadow explodes from the curved staircase, lunging over with terrifying speed. Bang! The red figure moves even faster. A great sword cleaves through the air, striking the hetero creature midway and hurling it back with brutal force. Now that's what I call jackpot. He got to say it. He got to say it. Here we go.
Now, I'm gonna play with you.
All right. Find the great gate. Oh no, I gotta choose which gate. Okay, well, here we go. Thank goodness it's not playing Subhuman. How's everybody doing? Yes, there's a game. Wow, fixed camera angles. It's like DMC1. What? I got Wait, is that a different door? I guess it is. I can't tell. What the hell is that?
Now the fun. Go back to hell. Jackpot.
What? Did Virgil just say jackpot? I thought he hated that word. Oh man, I'm not doing well. Watch out for the hetero creature. I know, hetero beast.
Too slow. My turn now. Too slow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of health.
Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow.
Why is it not letting me do it? Because it's available.
Too slow. Too slow.
There we go. Yeah, a lot of the bosses in this game have a lot of health bar.
Now the fun begins.
Ugh.
This is
Why does he have health recovery? That's whack. Oh, you lost. Oh, you almost had it though. You had 2 out of 3.
now the fun begins.
Yeah, it's in. I don't know. That's how the game does it. They just, for bosses and stuff, they'll give them like 100 health bars or something.
Dante, Dante, Dante. Dante, 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 Dante.
D-A-N-T-E. D-A-N-T-E.
Dante, 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 Dante. Dante, Dante, Dante. Dante.
Ugh.
Let me show you what I've got. Go back to hell. Now the fun begins.
Oh man, I keep getting hit.
Too slow.
You shall die.
Too slow. Go to hell.
Loading. Yeah, I think I thought there was one boss with like 1,000 health bars. And one of the things one of this event I did. That was ridiculous. Yeah. This is the last one. Phew. These bats are such a pain to deal with. Sand Fox holsters his gun, watch as a distant hetero creature plummets to the ground. After escorting Bruce's group into the Babel Tower, support force begins their return journey toward New Oakley. Lizard, take inventory of our combat supplies. You don't have to tell me twice, I'm already on it. We lost contact with Bruce's group after they entered the tower. I wonder if everything's okay. They've got it. Not our job to... Whoa, what the fuck? Why are you stuttering all of a sudden? Those bats are back! A whole fucking swarm of them! My wall, full of that fucking pill now! I'm assuming he's cursing. The Brew Oak. In the distance, a swarm of black specks emerges from the direction of Babel Tower. Collapsing into the seething dark cloud that devours the sky, the horde of hetero creatures surges toward the convoy, unstoppable tide.
Demon Hunter for hire.
Yeah, prepare to engage. But everyone present knows the truth. Against such numbers, survival is nearly impossible. Yet as the shadow looms closer and bullets tear through the swarm, the support force members begin to notice something off. They're not coming after us? The swarm of hetero creatures sweeps past the convoy, flying straight towards the rise. That direction is New Oakley. Contact the boss now. Quick, leave everything that's not important. Elders, children, and other non-combatants. Get in the cars first. Where are the other task force members? Mayor Max watches townspeople evacuate in panic, brow deeply furrowed. Hope there's still time for everyone. Alright. Whee! The creature collapses to the ground in defiance as swarm slowly fading away. Without so much as a glance at the fallen foe, Vergil flicks the Yamato clear the creature's blood before smoothly sheathing the blade. You need to rest, Brew. I'm okay. This is the 20th floor. Based on my earlier observation of Battle's tower's height from the distance, we've now reached the halfway point. 2 doors left. Let's clear this floor in one go. Lucia steps forward and pushes one of the doors open. This is beyond the door. Behind the door lies a vast space, is floor packed with people standing shoulder to shoulder, their bodies crammed together. A rough estimate puts their number at 200 to 300. Noticing the open door, the crowd recoils in frantic waves, scrambling backward. Only when their eyes adjust, when they recognize the figures in the doorway, do their cries erupt. It's constructs! Are you here to save us? Their clothes hang in tatters, their faces hollow with hunger and fear, their frail forms betraying days of starvation. Live, provide emergency treatment. Poppy! What happened here? Refugee offers you an explanation, his body frail and weakened. We're residents from conservation areas. Those bats captured us and brought us here. That man in the white lab coat. No, he's no man. He's a demon. Once I saw wings growing out of his body. Calm down. You're safe now. He comes here regularly to take people, drains them dry, only stops after killing 20 or more. And then he mixes his own blood with the red tye, turns it into those bat things. Alpha approaches you from the side and speaks in a hushed voice. There's a pool formed of the red tide inside. It must be where the mirror demon breeds those hetero creatures. No wonder those bats stink like demons. They're barely holding on. Most are showing symptoms of punishing virus infection from going without serum injections for too long. They need to return to a conservation area for treatment. But they can't leave on their own. Should we leave them behind? We can't battle the mirror demon while escorting all these people. The kidnapped residents fall silent, realizing the upcoming conversation will determine their fate. Hundreds of pairs of eyes are fixed on you. A young child, overwhelmed by the heavy silence, lets out a choke sob, only for the mother to swiftly clamp a hand over the child's mouth. Lucia, leave and live. I'll leave the evacuation to you. Dante, Vergil, Alpha, I will press forward upstairs. Ramadan. Against demons, Dante and Vergil are indispensable. Given the Asnet's connection, we'll need Alpha too. Liv, you need to provide treatment to the evacuees. Understood. Lee, establish recon and evacuation routes. Roger that. Lucia. Lee and Liv can't keep all the evacuees protected. I need you to lead Grey Raven on this mission. Roger. Commandant, take care of yourself. I will. Let's go, Brew. As everyone turns to leave, Lucia calls out to Alpha. Alpha, what is it? Can I trust you? The girl's gaze fixes on Alpha, unwavering. Since when did we become this close? I know what you're going to say. This time I'll allow it. And I'll leave Commandant in your care. All right. Satisfied with Alpha's agreement, Lucia turns and walks away. New Oakley. Hetero creatures assault has been ongoing for some time. Dan finds Lycus hiding in a corner. Together they head toward the convoy. Why are you hiding here? I'll take you to the convoy. A captain of the support force from Babylon is looking for you. On the way, she sees a young man carrying the elderly woman from last night toward the convoy, two of them arguing as they go. Grandma, please, come on, we gotta go right now. Oh, this is her grandson. She was saying that he's got a hair like a rooster. Put me down. I'm not leaving. What does it matter if these old bones die anyway? Let these young folks leave as they want. If you stay, I'll stay too. With those words spoken, the elderly woman finally stops arguing. Soon after, Fan brings Leica to Bridget and Max, who are discussing evacuation arrangements. Some fully loaded vehicles have already left. We don't have enough for everyone. That means some of us aren't getting out. You got any other vehicles in town? Everything with wheels is already here. We can't scrounge up anymore. Combat personnel will be last priority. Civilians come first. I'll see who's willing to stay behind. I'll stay too. Despite advanced preparations for evacuation, a group of people remains left behind due to the shortage of vehicles. Seeing Fan's arrival, Max pauses discussion. Babylonia, I'm up for Leica. Thank you. Leica's visibly frightening as she struggles to understand why Fan has brought her here. Noticing her distress, Bridget crouches down and offers a reassuring smile. I'm Bridget, captain of the Babylonia Sport Force. Brew asked me to look after you. These vehicles behind me are transports. You need to get inside and evacuate with everyone else. What is it? Leica recalls what happened last night, hesitating for a moment before finally speaking up. I think those hetero creatures are after me. Before Leica can finish, an explosion resounds in the distance. Transmission from the front line comes through Max's radio. They broke through! Some bad monsters got inside! Leica faintly makes out several hetero creatures flying in the distant front line. I'll stop them! Without hesitation, Bridget snaps her tactical tonfas into position, lunging forward. The hetero creatures this time are much stronger. Faced with numerous enemies, Bridget manages to hold her own against the onslaught, yet struggles to eliminate them quickly. Then a new alarm comes from another part of the front line. Another wave of hetero creatures has breached the defenses, flooding into the town. Buildings crumble like sandcastles under the relentless assault. Tranquil heaven of last night, now a living hell. Leica watches the scene unfold, her heart twisting with unbearable anguish. No! Get away from here! Gunshots erupt nearby. Before anyone notices, several hetero creatures have crept dangerously close. Leica's breath catches as the young man throws himself between his grandmother and the looming threat, but it's still not enough. The hetero creature lunges from the blind spot, pouncing toward the elderly woman in his arms. No! She watches as a kind-hearted woman from last night falls to the ground. Ill-timed memories subtly flood her mind, threatening to overtake her focus. In a stark white hospital room, the curtains hang motionless as a doctor with an indistinct face delivers regretful news. What is it? The air reeks of disinfectant and cold metal pressing in like a weight. Beneath the blood-stained white sheets, something lies. What is it? Trembling hand of a middle-aged person enters her view, fingers twitching toward the fabric, trying to lift away the white covering. Stop! Leica lets out a furious roar as a blinding white light erupts around her. How long is this event for? Like 2 weeks or something? What? The entire town suddenly falls eerily silent as all hetero creatures freeze in midair as if someone had pressed pause on time itself. But the moment lasts only briefly before hetero creatures begin to stir restlessly once more. Shadow of death looms again. Next moment. Thunder roars as lightning flashes across the sky. The gleaming edge of the rev blade slices through the air, severing the hetero creature's wings with precision. Looks like we came just in time. Are you alright, ma'am? The young man helps the elderly woman to her feet with a warm smile. Bridget, who's rushing back toward the scene, lets out a sigh of relief at the sight. Finally! In the distance, a transport vehicle slowly comes to a halt as several figures step out. Playing the hero again. Lambda nodded, Leah, and reinforce the front line. Simon, take Dark Iris with them. Bridget, update me on the evacuation status. And are you the Leica mentioned in the reports? After issuing orders without allowing any objection, Vanessa turns to Leica, who kneels on the ground, her face etched with exhaustion. Recalling the flash of white light from earlier, Vanessa frowns. Alright, here we go. where everything started. I know. Hey, give me a rose. Thank you. That's so kind of you, Dante. Thank you very much. How are you holding up? Four of you walk along the curved staircase, steadily making your way upward. Don't worry, the power armor's got me covered. You wave a hand, causing slight mechanical clinks from within the power armor, signaling that everything's fine. Which floor are we headed to next? 38. Feels like we're close to the top now. The group pushes open the door to the 38th floor while chatting casually. The lab. Inside the circular chamber, tangled cables, computer terminals fill the space. At its heart, a cylindrical device stands as crimson crystals formed from the punishing virus creep outward, while data is still displayed on some of the screens. Nothing like what we've seen. What do you think, Brew? Which is expected. Based on intel you gather, Thomas was conducting space-time research which would require a dedicated facility. The mirror demon isn't likely to change its layer, so this power was most likely constructed by modifying the original lab. This is where Thomas conducted his experiments, where everything started. I need to back up Thomas's data while we're here. It will help you return to your world. Then we wait for you to finish the backup. Mirror demon won't just stand by and watch while we gather information. Which means someone's got to scout ahead. Hearing this, Vergil turns to open a large door, heading up without a backward glance. Not one to be left behind, Dante strides after him. Well, looks like we're up. As the two half-demons disappear in the shadows, only you and Alpha remain in the eerie laboratory. Aren't you going with him? You lean forward to insert the storage device into the lab, asking in a hushed voice. I promised Lucia I'd take care of you. After these words, silence fills the room. Sons of Sparta soon reach the next floor. This floor lacks the familiar ring of doors. Instead, it opens into a vast dome chamber with a single passage leading upward. At the heart of the space stands a hetero creature. Presence radiates menace, more powerful than any other they have encountered before. Things are getting interesting. Oh, here we go. What the heck is that? What? Moon Eater.
Now the fun begins. Too slow. Go to hell. Not bad.
Ah, I don't like getting stuck in the corners. The heck? Oh, I like how it's playing Devil Trigger. I prefer that over Subhuman.
Let me show you what I've got.
Ah, I can't see camera.
Now the fun begins.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. Come back.
Now the fun begins.
Blah. A dang Moon Eater.
Let me show you what I've got.
I'm trying to dodge. I'm doing it in the right time. Ah. Who did that?
Have you decided? Go to hell!
You shall die.
Oh, I don't like this corner. Let me get back out here. Come back out here. I don't like this corner. The corner again. I don't like this corner. Alright, which way are we going? Oh, this way. Loading. Surprised there's a lot of war and cutscenes for free to play. Yeah, they do a lot of story stuff in PGR. I mean, you can skip it if you want, but... Memory. Wonder how long this is. You Oakley. Oops. No. Watch. How's the situation on your end? Pretty much wiped them all out. Now we're cleaning up the battlefield. Geez, these bats have gone completely nuts over 2 damn hours. Last attack was barely over an hour. They sure have. If the people from Babylonia hadn't come when they did, we'd probably be done for this time. 20 levels? Have you heard about it? What is it? That white light just now that made the bats freeze. Must be some new type of flash grenade designed for hetero creatures, right? It was a little girl. She can control those bats with that light. You gotta be kidding. Many people witnessed the strange sight caused by Leica earlier, and already the rumors have begun to spread. Every now and then someone would glance her way, their eyes sharp with curiosity. Bridget, finally catching a free moment, approaches Leica. She softens her voice, trying to make herself sound as gentle as possible. Come with me, Leica. She takes Leica's hand and leads her to a nearby room. Leica follows Bridget's lead, and in a daze, her mind filled with fragmented memories. Razor-sharp fragments of memories reappear and rush to the coast of reality with the waves. The man in a white lab coat approaches quietly, his movements stiff, his words trapped in his throat. I heard about what happened. Everyone in the project team's worried about you. The department has approved some time off for you. You can come back once you're feeling better. Sorry, I shouldn't keep talking about work. It's just, take some rest. Says nothing, turning toward the memorial altar in the living room. Eyes linger on the black and white photograph. Outside, the doorbell rings a few times before falling silent. Then comes the soft click of the door unlocking. Fingerprint reader granting entry. Sorry for coming uninvited. I just wanted to make sure my friend was safe. It's been 3 months. It's time to... Can you hear me, Leica? Question pulls Leica back to reality. She glances around, taking in her surroundings. She's indoors now, with Bridget beside her, the one who let her inside. At the center of the room, a woman with a commanding presence sits at the table, while next to her is a frail-looking man. I'm Vanessa, the Egret Commandant from Babylonia. This is Simon, the Dark Ares Commandant. Looks like you're able to communicate now. Tell me the details about that white light from before. What connection do you have with the hetero creatures? Leica's face still shows traces of disorientation. I'm not really sure. Vanessa's gaze locks onto Leica, her face unreadable for so long that Leica can't help but feel an intense interrogation come next. Vanessa simply pulls out a term and activates a comms projection, revealing the figure of a man materialize in front of the device. Continue with your report, Asimov. In front of Leica? No objection to that. I've checked the Science Council records and found information on Thomas Hale. Thomas Hale is a former member of Science Council Section 2 under the mentorship of Miss Valentina. According to the records, Thomas' wife died of a genetic disease 7 years after his wife's death. His daughter, Leica, also died from the same disease at the age of 14. Oh, you did? Seeing white curtains of the hospital room resurfacing in her mind, accompanied by a searing headache. Her earlier confusion slowly crystallizes in clarity as the hazy fragments of memory sharpen into focus. The person in the hospital bed, was it Mom or me? It was her mom and also herself. Beneath the bloodstained white sheet, something lies. It's me. Take some rest, Thomas. Take some rest. Thomas left the science council afterward and went missing 2 years later. He could no longer catch the man's report in the transmission. More memories began to surface, pulling Leica back to where everything started. Crimson alerts streaked throughout the lab, wrenching Thomas awake from unconsciousness, who finds his body sprawled on the floor. As he fights to piece together last moment, a knife-sharp headache splits his skull, scattering his thoughts. In his daze, he only recalls a few blurry fragments. It's like the Joker's grin. Space splintering like glass, deafening explosion, and then a demon emerges from fractured space. The demon is grievously wounded, its form nearly obliterated, and what's left is gradually dissipating. Mirror slips from the demon's body, cracking down the middle. With his last separate effort, the demon drives its core into the only human nearby, Thomas. Hopefully not. The instant the mirror touches him, it erupts into two pieces, one half clattering to the ground. Thomas's body, ravaged by the explosion's impact, is equally in critical condition. Darkness creeps in. Before it swallows him whole, his fading mind conjures one final thought, his daughter. Then amid a blinding flash of white light, the fallen mirror shard transforms into Leica's form. I remember now. I'm a demon born from my father's obsession. That's what I thought. The mirror demon's true form is the mirror inside his body. It shattered into two pieces when it came to this world. One piece holds the mirror demon's consciousness, which possessed my father. The other half is me. Now that's unexpected. To be honest, I never expected things would turn out this way. Things are getting complicated. What should we do now? Let's wait until Brood returns from Babel Tower. I recall the Commandant mentioned an expert who handles these situations in a report. The Babel Tower? Leica's expression suddenly hardens, resolve flashing in her eyes. I need to go to the Babel Tower. Now's not the time for you to be willful. You don't understand. There's a connection between the two mirror shards. As long as I exist, the other half of the mirror won't disappear. Which means the mirror demon can't be defeated. That's why I need to go to Babel Tower to see my father. You need to have a private discussion. Go outside and wait for now. Okay. Leica turns and leaves the room as the wooden door closes behind her. A hushed debate erupts inside. I don't agree with letting her go to the Babel Tower. But she mentioned the connection between the two mirror shards. If her goal is to defeat the mirror demon, sending her to Babel Tower is an essential step. That's just her one-sided claim. Leica leans against the doorframe, occasionally catching scattered words from inside. Each fragmented phase tugs at her, hope flaring one moment, disappointment crashing in the next. Dad! 20 minutes pass by before the voice is finally still. Leica realizes that a decision has been made. As the wooden door creaks open, Vanessa appears before Leica. You can go as you wish. Bridget will take you to the Babel Tower. Alright. Are we gonna fight the boss? "39th. Alright, one more minute. If they don't show up, Brooke will be going up without them." Dante and Vergil stand idly on the Babel floor's 39th floor, boredom evident in their posture. So who is she? What? Oh, come on, you know who. That woman, Nero's mom. Is this the time for that conversation? Seriously, I'm dying to know what kind of woman could have won Vergil's heart. Next time we see Nero, we should have a little dinner together. You know, a family dinner, huh? In response to Dante's question, Vergil simply rolls his eyes. You're hardly one to ask. What of the women around you? Have you given thought to their fates? I take back my question. Another moment of silence falls behind them, between them. Coming. Footsteps echo as you and Alpha appear by the door. So, I've collected all the data. Nice work. Don't wreck it, though. We'll need that for our return. The structure of the Babel Tower's 39th floor diverges from the previous one. Gone are the multiple doors. Instead, a single long staircase stretches beyond the open area. Next up is the 40th floor. You all move forward cautiously. Ahead of your stands the emaciated figure of Thomas, waiting in silence. Looks like we made it to the top. It's a pity that this tower only has 40 floors now. If I'd just bided my time a bit longer, handling you all would have been much easier. Your little games in here. Games? You dare call it games? Hardly worth of being called games, just a futile thrashing of a pest. Oh, let me see, the blue big brother, eh? Shamefully defeated by the demon Emperor Mundus. Oh shit, he knows. And the red little brother cowering in the human world after the fire, playing house with his precious humans. Alright, now you've pissed me off. You better be ready for what's coming. Time to die. No. For that, you'll have to face another entity. Mirror image first. Damn, this dude bringing up all their childhood trauma. Oh, this is like Teppen with the evil versions of Vergil and Dante. Virgil's like, how pathetic. That mirror image is nothing like me. Dark Dante, dark Vergil. Darker Vergil. Oh no, he's walking like he did in 5. Why is Vergil saying jackpot? It's crazy. PTSD, I know.
My turn now. Let me show you what I've got. Now
Oh no, that sucks. Hopefully it fixes it though. Oh, shit.
Let me show you what I've got. Now the fun begins.
Eh.
Jackpot. Now the fun jackpot.
Is it the same account link?
One of you shall die.
Oh no, he's doing his DMC5 bullshit. Oh no. Oh no! I got caught. Dang it.
This is how it ends.
No, it doesn't.
Now the fun begins. Finish it. Let me show you what I've got. Now the fun begins. Enter. Not bad. My turn now. A mirror image. One of yours. Man, I'm old. Man, I'm old. Interesting. This is how it ends.
I'm glad they're letting me reboot it.
Go back. Now the fun begins.
Or like, oh, that's good.
Too slow.
Just keep throwing fireballs at them. Didn't even do anything. He just posted.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
How'd I get an S? I fell like twice. I had to get rebooted. Devil May Cry. Smoke rolls through the air, and from its desk looms a massive mirror demon with wings unfurling from its back. Finally drop the human act and decide to face us yourself. Boring. As the group turns away, Demon strikes a blur of motion from the haze, only for Lucia to send timely from above, intercepting attack with a flash of steel. Commandant, I ran into Bridget outside the tower. She was bringing Leica in, so I took over for her. Leica, is there a reason why you had to come here? I have half of the Mirror Demon's power within me. Just as I thought. You known it all along? We had our suspicions. She's no longer human. Demon would be more fitting term for what she is now. From what Bridget learned from Asma of Leica, Lucia glances at Leica, then decides to reveal the truth anyway. Leica died from a hereditary disease several years ago, just like her mother. I exist because of my dad's obsession. Without my help, you won't be able to defeat the Mirror Demon. What about you? What will happen to you if we accept your help? We'll talk about you later. Dante Vergil, can you separate the demon from Thomas? Possible. Yamato holds the power to sever man from demon. I will attempt. Then let the battle begin. Hello, Mirror Demon.
Now the fun begins.
Have you decided? Not bad. Not bad. Choose. Not bad. Go to hell. Go to hell. This is how.
Ultima Slash, what the heck? Am I fighting Cloud Strike? I guess that's Omni Slash.
Now you die. Go to hell. Not bad.
And now, I'm gonna play with you. Now the fun begins.
So I guess they don't give him his regular DT form. I guess his Sin Devil Trigger is technically his new. Well, technically, I think it would be non-existent, right? Lore-wise.
This is how.
I mean, I think honestly, as sad as it would be, I think it would have made more sense story-wise if Dante lost his humanity when he went Sin Devil Trigger, so he wouldn't be able to turn human anymore, as sad as that is. But I think that's also, they discussed that too, like that idea, but... During the battle, Vergil drove Yamato into the Mirror Demon, forcefully severing its connection to Thomas. After a separation, Thomas appears severely weak and crumbling to the ground some distance away. A streak of silver splits the air as Alpha's lightning-charged blade strikes, shearing the Mirror Demon clean in two once more. Yet no matter how many times it's cut down, the demon reforms its shattered body, knitting back together with the punishing virus. Deterred by its repeated defeats, the Mirror Demon's focus remains unshaken, its gaze locked onto Thomas not far away. Why do you defy me? The punishing virus, the power of a demon, both bent to my will. With my power and your knowledge, we could go to another world. We could share the same crown, ruling as the king of the demon world together. We could conquer the human world and many more beyond it. All for just one inconsequential price, that girl. She's not even your own flesh and blood, nothing but an illusion created by your obsession. Why? Thomas remained silent, only gazing at the girl behind you with clouded eyes. Father! Look, you've been yapping away non-stop. It's getting really annoying. Dante's eyes burn with a fury no one has ever seen from him before. Not everything needs an explanation. What, you think parents wouldn't protect their own kids? Bullets charged with the half-demon's fury blast forth from Ebony and Ivory, their relentless barrage slamming into the mirror demon and driving it stumbling back. Vergil! Vergil moves like a phantom, his form flickering behind the mirror demon in an instant. Yamato sings as it returns to its sheath, leaving behind razor-edged blade marks that bloom in the air, each cut a crimson streak across the demon's body. Though Vergil's face betrays no emotion, Alpha senses the storm beneath his icy calm, a quiet yet equally seething fury. Momentary calm settles over the tower's summit as the mirror demon's body collapses to the ground. Is it over? No, not yet. Crimson punishing virus stirs, rolling in as if summoned. It floats down toward the mirror demon on the ground, slowly mending its wounds. You can't kill me. My will cannot dissipate as long as the other half of the mirror lives. Meanwhile, the punishing virus mends my body. Now I'm both demon and agent. What does it matter if your son's a spotter? I am immortal. And we'll just keep cutting you down until you can't get back up. Alpha's left hand flashes with a red glow as she points at the mirror demon from afar, but the red punishing virus continues unabated. No, it's not working. The situation reaches a stalemate. Irritating pest. No! The girl who had been silent for a long time steps out from behind you. Laika. She turns to meet your gaze, her eyes soft and gentle. It's okay. Laika's determination burns unyielding. Everyone present knows that no force in this world could stop her now. With deliberate steps, she moves past Dante and Vergil, her gaze locked on Thomas, who is sprawled helplessly on the ground. As if realizing what Laika's about to do, terror washes over to Thomas's face. Laika, no, don't. Dad, I remember everything now. When I left the Babel Tower, you told me to experience the beauty of the world and wish that I would live on with hope. I did experience beautiful things. I met a really cool lady and a mister who doesn't talk much. To talk about Alpha and Vergil. I also met a kind old lady in the town. She was so nice to me, told me about her family, and gave me a tangerine. And everyone in town's so interesting. They love bonfire parties, and I saw them dancing around the fire. They are really good people. The lady from the sport force is also very pretty. She promised to teach me how to fight someday. But there is no someday anymore. Let me go, Dad. I can't. I've already visited you, Dad. If I stay here too long, Mom will get lonely. As if struck by a sharp blade, Thomas' defiance shattered. He pulls Laika into his arm, tears streaming freely down his face. Sorry. Soft white light begins to emanate from Laika's body as Thomas holds her in his arms. Don't say sorry. Laika's voice grows faint, dissolving into the air like mist. Live on with hope and see the world for Mom and me. With a trace of reassurance and relief, Laika's gone. All that remains in Thomas's arms is half a mirror. Yet before she vanished, she saw the glimmer of tears on Laika's cheeks. How could a girl who spent her days on the run have known the world's beauty? It showed such a little mercy to her. Just as Thomas reaches out to touch the mirror piece, cracks begin to spread across its surface. Laika! The man who has lost everything collapses to his knees, fingers desperately clawing at the empty air, only to feel the last traces of warmth slipping through his arms. A single tear escapes, swallowed instantly by the rain. No! Sensing the other half of the mirror beginning to break, the mirror demon hurls itself as Thomas, disregarding its unhealed wounds. Seriously? Can't you read the room at all? Dante surges forward, his devil sword raised high, with Vergil, Lucy, and Alpha close behind him. Blade after blade carves into the mirror demon's form. It throws up its left hand in a futile block, only for the limb to be severed instantly. Having lost Laika, its balance is broken, its defenses visibly crumbling. Pain sears through its fractured body, and fear claws deeper into its core. No, don't! Desperate, it lunges for the other half of the mirror. Silence! Blue mirage blades streak through the air, ripping a jagged tear across the mirror demon's body. Within the gas, something glimmers faintly. That's Everyone recognizes the half of the mirror that the mirror demon holds looking similar to the one within, like, that must be its core. Attack it together. Time to end all this. Devil Sword, Dante Yamato, Dashio, and Pyro Katana are instantly gripped tight by their wielders. You also take aim at the half mirror inside the mirror demon's body. Is it time for that? This time of the day? Or what? Probably the word they mentioned before. The group acts as one, launching attacks in perfect unison. Jackpot! Both mirror pieces shatter at the same time. The demon's twisted ambitions dissolve into nothingness, lost in the rain-soaked explosion. Amanita hid it to the west east watch tower. They're about to be overrun. Leia to the west side. Yes, mistress. Roger that. Doc, Iris, you. Vanessa's question dies her list as her focus snaps to the hetero creatures ahead. One by one, the creatures scream their last as they plunge from the sky, vanishing without a trace. Battle at the Babel Tower must be over. As realization strikes her, she immediately recalls her standing orders and gives out new commands. Well done. Step closer to Thomas. Doctor, we'll need you to come with us to Babylonia. Thomas only stares blankly at the empty ground before him, showing no resistance as you help him to his feet. Alpha gazes at the spot where Leica vanished, recalling their first encounter upon the ruins not long ago. So even devils may cry. Oh, she said it! She said it! Anything with a heart may cry. Time to go. Mission incomplete. Dante turns toward the exit, his usual swagger dulled. Poem by William Blake suddenly comes to Vergil's mind and he starts reciting it softly, his voice low and resonant in the rain. In the southern clime, where the summer's prime never fades away, lovely like a lay. Songs of innocence and experience. Breaking out the poems, Vergil. Oh. This is the last one, but for now their legend still endures. Oh, just Dante. Babylonia 1 week after the Babel Tower incident. Dante and Vergil set in a dessert shop nestled in Babylonia's commercial district. With most of the people still at work, only a handful of customers linger in the staff. Dante glances at Vergil beside him, who's quietly flipping through the pages of a book, a poetry collection borrowed from Babylonia's library. You think that science council can actually make something to help us get back? Vergil doesn't look up, nor does he answer Dante's question. Hey, don't pretend you didn't hear me. Perhaps they can, perhaps they cannot. Wow, real helpful answer, thanks! Vergil turns the page. You're so bored, go pester someone else. The Science Council's eccentrics might entertain you. Shudder runs down Dante's spine as he recalls his Science Council members' eyes gleaming at the sight of them. These researchers have shown uncontainable curiosity toward the two otherworldly visitors, desperately trying to convince them to stay and assist with tests and experiments. I'd rather be at Patty's birthday party! Oh my god! Oh my god! Sure, you're at Strawberry Sundae and water, sirs. Dante takes the sundae, shovels a huge spoonful of ice cream into his mouth, and releases a deep, contented hum. Seriously, you gotta try the strawberry sundae. Vergil takes a delicate sip of water. After all these years, you still indulge in such childish taste. Say that again. At least I don't waste my time reading weird old books all day. With a sharp snap, Vergil shuts the book and lifts his gaze to meet Dante's. Ah, finally brave enough to look me in the eye. There's a training spot not far from him. Up for a little warm-up? Lead the way. What's wrong with strawberry sundaes? How is it childish to like strawberry sundae? Let me see how this device works. The training area's backdrop constantly shifts as Dante fiddles with the control panel. Hey, they even have a Babel Tower simulation. And they've got music too. These guys got some taste. Let me try this one. Nope, absolutely horrible. Training Fields sound system plays song after song with Dante quickly skipping to the next track each time. This one's pretty good, but not quite what I'm looking for. This is it. I bet Nero would really dig this song. It's his song! I've waited long enough, Dante. With those words, Vergil surges forward, his right leg carving out a graceful arc through the air as he drives a vicious kick towards Dante's head. Dante rolls around, arms snapping up to block. Don't be so hasty, Vergil. We've got all the time in the world to play. With a flick of his wrist, Dante grabs Vergil's ankle with one hand. Take this! Planting his left foot, he pivots hard, muscles coiling as he hurls Vergil skyward. Yet even as he flung backward, Vergil acts. Yamato flashes free. Streak of steel hurled with lethal precision, timed perfectly to strike as Dante momentum wanes right before he can reposition himself. Dante catches a cold glint of steel and moves on instinct, twisting his body just a half turn farther. The blade whispers past, slicing through his coat's hem before biting deep into the ground. Vergil hasn't landed yet. Seizing the opening, Dante wrenches Yamato from the ground and hurls it towards his brother landing point. A smile curls Vergil's lips, his scabbard snapping up horizontally. As he lands, Yamato slides perfectly home, but the force of the throw still slams him back several feet before he skids to a halt. Looks like I'm up for one. Dante glances at a gash in his coat's hem. Cheap tactics don't earn points. The match is still even. Whatever you say. Devil's sword materializes in Dante's grip just as Vergil unsheaths Yamato, both poised to strike. They stand in silent opposition, eyes locked on each other, the world narrowing to the space between them. Blood burns in their veins, grins curl their lips, the air itself thrums with dread. Without signal or countdown, they charge forward in perfect unison, a heartbeat of silence falling over the training field. It's really good art. Flash detonates like a storm, a massive shockwave tears outward, followed by a thunderclap that strikes the field's foundation. It's been way too long since we had a proper throwdown like this, Vergil. Sparks erupt in a blazing arc where the Devil's Sword meets Yamato, each strike a declaration of unmatched power. Thought I'd be stuck here forever, never seeing you again. Can you imagine that? Utterly boring. That's right, utterly boring, but you came anyway. Guess we're just doomed to keep this clash going forever, huh? As if ordained by fate itself. Even in another world, the fight between the sons of Sparta continued. Their blades carve chaos, steel flashing as blood scatters through the air. From childhood to manhood, from past to present, to see one's justice through, one must fight for it, for power to protect what's important. Their white hair appears disheveled from the battle. The same face, same power, same blood. For a fleeting moment, the twins fall in a daze, each seeing himself in the other. When did their paths begin to diverge? Was it during the confrontation on the cliff, or during that fire, or perhaps even longer ago? You're still so stubborn and just as thoughtless. You're still wearing that smug look on your face. Smiles bloom alongside blood. Vergil, Dante. Perhaps one day the story of the sons of Sparta will come to an end, but for now their legend still endures. Yeah? Let's get DMC6 going, eh? Pull it any harder. Oh, he stabbed me. Why not do that? Don't stab him. It's rude. Oh my god, the music. Oh god, play something better. Jesus Christ. Let's play some better music. There. Wait, didn't. Wait.
Now the fun jackpot.
Yeah, it's so weird. Doesn't sound like its other ones at all. how are you? Oops, that was a waste. I know, right? It took forever. I'm good, thank you for asking. Oh, there's Ebony and Ivory. How do I get them out?
Let's just see who's left standing.
I've been doing story. I got Dante and Vergil. I also got a couple other characters when I was trying to get them. But I think this is the last part of this main story. Oh, dang it. It can summon the motorcycle cavalier. That's awesome. Ah, he got. Can I redo? Thank you. Oh, here he goes. Oops, I could have touched that. No, I got in his judgment cut. Son of a bitch. Dang it.
How it ends.
Yeah, they should have put this song in there. That would make sense. Oh, I guess I can't because it's a combat song. I don't know. They got, I don't know. They got DMC 5. I don't see why not. They definitely should have put this song in there.
Go back to hell. Hell yeah. Go back to hell.
Yeah, right? Would have made more sense. Good. Yeah, get him. Gotcha. Oh. Dante knows Vergil standing beside him dislikes places like this, but truth be told, neither does he. Sprawling lab hums with activity, its space woven into an intricate web of cables. They snake across the floor, connecting workstation spaced at regular intervals. Each station is cladded with glowing monitors and cups of coffee. The entire lab feels like a living network workstation acting as nodes linked by those endless cables. Researchers in lab coats, some young, some weathered, weave through the maze of cables, occasionally huddling in small groups to exchange hushed words. Their murmurs as constant and indistinct as the hum of a hive. Dante catches an occasional glance from the researcher, their eyes flicking toward him before darting away, and sometimes with his exceptional hearing, he even picks up fragments of their quiet conversations. Then abruptly the murmurs cease as silent ripples through the room, distant at first and growing louder until two chiefs step into view. Hey, Brew, how's it going? I'll let Asimov explain. He's the expert here. Two humans approach the table where the two half-demons are seated. Their previous battle has depleted much of their stamina, and this table is laden with pizzas and drinks, a treat clearly meant for them. You two need to behave yourselves. Could you two behave yourselves? Could you two behave yourselves from now on? Training facility was destroyed during Dante and Vergil's battle. I wrote so many reports, they might even dock my bonus. Dante watches you warily rub your forehead across from him, responding with a guilty shrug. Sorry, my bad. Guess we got a little carried away. So your bonus? It wasn't docked. Commander Nikolai shut down that idea. About the data retrieved from the Babel Tower. As Asimov begins his explanation, Dante and you stop your idle chat. Vergil also shifts his gaze toward Asimov. Yes, we got him. We got the mirror demon. According to Thomas' experimental data, his initial research direction was essentially a dead end. There were two crucial turning points after. First, the hetero tower shard, checking the supplementary data, and tracing back to its origin. It's possible that this data involves Dominic. Dominic? It is possible. In fact, the fundamental theory behind Thomas' experiment derives from Dominic's early research. One could even say it's a continuation of an incomplete project Dominic abandoned during the Golden Age. Why didn't Dominic continue research? For several reasons. A human only has limited energy, after all. Even a polymath like Dominic would need to prioritize theories based on strategic necessity and temporal constraints. Perhaps Dominic picked up old research again during downtime, or perhaps it was always just for fun. Either way, Thomas eventually got his hands on the latter data and hetero tower shield, which led him to stumble upon the space-time portal. Regrettably, given the collapse of the Babel Tower, we can't obtain any more data. Not really following, so can we go back? If you're incapable, I'll try with Yamato. Yamato. Need more romance? No, that's for later between me and Dante when we're alone. Science Council alone could not accomplish this, but with Yamato it's feasible. One week later, everyone gathers in one of the Science Council labs. At its center stands a massive circular platform constructed according to Thomas' experimental data, surrounded by geometric polygonal, can't pronounce it, prisms and mechanical arms. You just need to stand in the center of the circular platform and use Yamato to open a portal the usual way. Dante and Vergil step onto the platform and turn to face the crowd gathered around the device. Drew Asimov and with his dog circles the Grey Raven squad they fought alongside before, as well as Hassan, who's supposed to be the president, and another middle-aged man called Nicola. Well, party's over. Time to say goodbye. Vergil unsheaths Yamato, the blade gleaming as he delivers precise horizontal and vertical splashes. In their wake, a cross-shaped rift slowly yawns open, then he turns his head, his gaze locking onto you. Drew, let Alpha know I have left. You try to ignore Nicola's questioning gaze beside you as you respond to Vergil. Alright. But Vergil doesn't wait for a response, stepping straight through the portal. Well, you've all been good friends. Maybe we'll meet again someday. Till then, adios. No, come back. As Dante steps through the portal, the cross-shaped rift seals behind him. The scene suddenly falls silent. After a moment, voices break the silence in the room. Yeah, take me with you. Dante and Vergil really are remarkable in their own ways, aren't they? I feel like I've grown used to having them around Babylonia these days. Will we get a chance to see them again in the future? Theoretically, the chances are slim, but as long as we don't let go of hope, I'm sure we'll meet again. Well, that's all for that story, I guess. Oh, is this locked? Strawberry Sundae? Why is Strawberry Sundae locked? Unlock after using Dante's mid-air taunt move in DMC 14 to trigger Vergil's response gesture. Mid-air taunt? Oh boy. I mean, I can try again. I don't even know how to do that move. I don't know how to do any of his moves. Wait, did I do it? Yeah, I have I customized the screen so it shows less stuff. So
Let's end this.
there, is that it?
Leave.
I think that's it. I think I did it, right?
I didn't really feel like talking anyway.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Trevor noticed the white-haired man, regular lately seated in his usual spot, though this time he's alone. The man in red, his usual companion, is nowhere to be seen. He has memorized their orders by now. The man in red always gets a strawberry sundae, while the other in dark blue never asks for more than a glass of water. Name faintly lingers in her memory. Something the man in red had called him. Vergil, was it? Server walks over to Vergil. As usual, Vergil orders nothing but a glass of water, but this time the server keenly catches his gaze lingering just for a moment on the strawberry sundae on the menu. She has a soft spot for sweets herself, and more than that, she loves the way desserts light up people's faces. There's something magical. She thinks about how a simple sweet treat can lift even the heaviest moods. Noticing she's never seen Vergil smile, the server decides to surprise him. She brings him not just a glass of water he asked for, but also a strawberry sundae, explaining that it's on the house. Vergil stares at the strawberry sundae for a long, silent moment. Why he enjoys this. Too sweet. That's it? Oh my god. Too sweet. Oh.
What you lack is this. Huh. Thought you'd like it.
See? Is there no other voices? Is it just English for them? What happens if I change it in the menu?
Wait.
No, they didn't record for Morikawa?
Your room is perfect.
I guess they didn't have it. That's odd. All these other characters have Japanese and Chinese, but they didn't Morikawa for Japanese. Huh. Limited funds, I guess. I would think, I don't know. I feel like, I'm not sure. Well, I know, you know, Capcom treats their Japanese voice actors better, I would say. They're more consistent with keeping the Japanese VAs the same compared to like their English ones. Usually, I feel like in the case of Ruben and Dan and that they get a better deal probably because they also do the motion capture. That's my guess is why they're more consistent. Even though Ruben did say he had to audition for Dante for DMC 4 and 5, like re-audition for the part. So
Come on.
I know. It's super cute. Oh, actually,
Let's rock.
this is the best we got for DMC 6. At least it's something. Yeah. I wonder if they're ever gonna get other outfits.
Ooh,
Do we?
thank you.
No, thank you. But thank y'all for hanging out and being here. I'm glad I got Dante and Vergil, but more so Dante. Yeah, it's good.